I'm Greg Crawford with the Friday News Dump, brought to you by World News Trust. Discerning viewers may already know this, but given recent events, it bears repeating. Italy's dictator during World War II, Benito Mussolini, called himself the father of fascism, but Mussolini's preferred to call his system of government corporatism. Corporatism sounds nicer to the ears of those indoctrinated to believe that capitalism, the manipulation of money or capital to enrich a very few, is better than socialism, which puts the best interests of people, or society, ahead of the interests of banks and corporations. No matter what it's called, the collusion of government and big business is the definition of fascism, or corporatism, and it is the total antithesis of democracy. And corporatism in all its malevolent glory is what now defines the United States of America. So for all practical purposes, it could be said that the fascists won World War II after all. They just wear Armani now instead of flashy uniforms. Corporatism has invaded the body politic of this country like a cancer, and its malignant tendrils have infiltrated every organ of government, systematically destroying them and critically weakening the government's ability to combat the influence of corporations. Now corporations are ready to deliver the coup de grace. The Trans-Pacific Partnership is the culmination of decades of tireless efforts by banking and business interests to privatize the federal government and hamstring its efforts to restrict their rapacious depredations. It allows companies to sue the government if it passes any laws that might adversely affect future profits. Corporations can extort punitive awards from the government, that's money from we, the taxpayers, if you've forgotten, for having the temerity to even try to control their activities, a power they already exercise under provisions of NAFTA. But now, under the TPP, they won't have to bring suit in courts anymore. They'll be able to sue the government in corporate tribunals whose decisions would be final, with no appeal. The complete text of the Trans-Pacific Partnership is now available to the public, nearly 6,000 pages of it. In the immortal words of Tom Waits, "The large print giveth, and the small print taketh away." And the large print that President Obama quotes to justify promoting this corporate coup d'etat is a comparatively minuscule part of the text. It is in the mind-numbing maze of the small print that the juicy stuff is concealed. Like clauses that might be employed to restrict internet access and content, like fewer restrictions on price gouging by pharmaceutical companies, like relaxing regulations governing food safety, like sections that lay the groundwork for assaults on the Clean Water and Clean Air Acts, like paltry prohibitions against child labor and the protections provided by workplace safety laws that are certain to be challenged by corporate lawyers. All of this is only the teensy tip of a monstrous iceberg that is on a collision course with the ship of state. But to prevent that disaster, you must tell your representatives and senators that failure to vehemently oppose passage of the Trans-Pacific Partnership with all the righteous indignation they can muster will have dire consequences, which will mean they better update their resumes. We'll be revisiting this subject as we uncover more outrageous travesties hidden within this treacherous trade deal.